Hey, hello guys! So Sui will kill Ethereum, right? We could hear such slogans from the participants of the crypto market. But since listing on exchanges, the coin has undergone a significant correction, and at the moment it has given 70% growth from its bottom values. So we have several questions. Will we override bottom values? And the main question in my opinion, can Sui rise to the top 10 cryptocurrencies by market capitalization? So let's figure it out today. Smash a like to that video, subscribe to the channel, also subscribe to my Telegram channel if you want to be updated, and let's get started. So Sui's blockchain development has been handled by Mysten Labs, led by Evan Chen. Mysten Labs was founded in California in September 2021. The company has gathered a team of experienced followers including former high-ranking managers and developers from Novi Research, which was previously part of Meta Corporation and worked on the now-closed blockchain DM. In March 2022, Mysten Labs publicly announced their new project, Sui, but active work on it started even earlier last autumn. Sui is a layer 1 blockchain based on proof of stake, and according to the developer's statement, it stands out for its high performance, fast and inexpensive transactions, as well as user-friendly interface for the long-awaited Web3. I have already done video about Sui, the link will appear above. If you want to take a look, please feel free. One unique feature of the project is that it uses its own programming language called Sui Move. While in other blockchains the basic unit of data storage is an account record, in Sui things work a bit differently. Objects created and managed by smart contracts can act as such a unit in Sui, and Sui blockchain keeps a detailed history of each element since its creation. It is worth noting that if these histories do not intersect, transactions related to such objects can be processed in any order or even in parallel. This is a unique feature of Sui, allowing for simultaneous processing of groups of transfers, and during testing the transaction speed of 120,000 transactions per second was achieved. As of today, the Sui Foundation team has raised over $385 million from funds such as Franklin Templeton, Circle Ventures, Andreessen Horowitz, Binance Labs and others. Officially, the main network of Sui was launched on May 2023. On the same day, the native token, also named Sui, was listed. The coin performs various functions on the blockchain, such as gas fees, DAO voting, and staking. Upon listing on exchanges, the price reached its current peak at $2. And due to recent events, the price has risen from 35 to 60 something cents, and at the moment the token has increased by more than 60%. However, despite being a relatively young project, there have already been enough controversies surrounding it. The token hadn't even gone through the listing process when on the first day users of the OKX platform filed a complaint against the exchange for overvaluing the buy rate. Traders stated that they couldn't cancel their buy orders because the option simply didn't work, forcing them to buy at $1.20. The founder of OKX claimed that the cause was a software glitch. Some say that the Sui project team had requested OKX to change the market opening time. And due to this situation, OKX's technical department forgot to update the trading modules, resulting in a code error on the platform. In my opinion, the situation could have been different, and perhaps the rescheduling of the time was prompted by the team and early investors' fear of not being able to sell a significant volume of tokens available at that time, so they had to resort to a trick. And why not? Everyone was satisfied. The exchange received its fees, and the team and early investors distributed their holdings. You may argue that the Sui Foundation tokens and early investors' tokens are still locked. Now I'm interested in hearing your opinion. How do you think? Was it a deliberate manipulation or did a genuine glitch occur? Just leave your thoughts in the comments. And at this moment you might have the impression that the early problems weren't too critical for the project, as TVL indicators reached historical highs. Additionally, Sui ecosystem is developing and already has its analytical services, bridges, infrastructure solutions, DeFi protocols, NFT games and much more. However, not everything is as good as it seems. The first thing to consider is the state of the blockchain after the mainnet launch. Meanwhile, after the launch of mainnet, the number of developers on the Sui blockchain dropped by nearly 3 times. It is also recommended to pay attention to the fact that at the maximum transaction count of 120,000 per second, the monthly peak reached only 1,000 transactions, which is 120 times less. Some may attribute it all to the bear market, but I think differently. Take a look at the tokenomics of the project and the number of coins in circulation. It is precisely against the backdrop of manipulations regarding the number of available tokens, a scandal erupted with the South Korean Financial Supervisory Service. The maximum supply of Sui is 10 billion tokens, and currently a little over 86 million coins are in circulation. On the screen you can see that 50% of the total supply is allocated to the community. This includes rewards for staking, validation incentives, and so on. 20% were sold to early contributors, 14 to investors, 10 were allocated to Mysten Labs treasury, and 6 is directed towards rewards for testers and ambassadors. So you may think there is nothing special about it, but the director of the South Korean Financial Supervisory Service, Min Ben-dog, suspected Sui Foundation of financial manipulation. Last month, in October 17th, he noted that the Sui price sharply dropped, and the main reason laid in the fact that the Sui Foundation lied about the circulating supply. And within 5 months after listing, the cryptocurrency fell by more than 70%. So Sui Foundation received a personal interest by placing a locked amount and selling it to increase circulation. After this scandal, Sui's price corrected from 41 to 36 cents, and then there was silence because South Korea lacks specific legislation to punish Sui Foundation for such manipulations. So, is the Sui project a fallen pilot, or is it the perfect time to take a position for future growth? While we move into the next part, I kindly ask you to hit a like to this video if you enjoy what I'm doing. Also subscribe to the channel, subscribe to my Telegram channel, and let's move on. Many cryptocurrency investors have already started searching for the bottom and have been considering Sui token due to its discounts. And in this situation, I wouldn't rush to make purchases. If you pay attention to the token unlock, you can see that the tokens will enter the market in small volumes daily for the next 6.5 years. Developers will have the opportunity to sell their assets starting from November 2023, which has already started, while early investors won't be able to sell before May 2024. But what bothers me is the investigation from South Korea. With this scheme, any of the early investors could be in a cartel conspiracy with the development team and distribute tokens through staking in the same way. The same goes for the OKX crash. I think if you were in the shoes of those whales, no one would refuse the opportunity to sell tokens hypothetically at $1.20 each. The main argument is that almost 62% of the tokens are in non-tracked hands, held by large capital. And based on this situation, I can assume that the token hasn't yet reached its bottom and there is room for the asset to fall, especially considering that some investors bought this asset at 3 cents. In a more negative scenario, Sui has a good chance of revisiting the current low and reaching 25 to 15 cents, and then we'll have to wait for the buyer's reaction and observe how the price behaves. But at the moment, after the local growth, I'm considering a correction to 50 cents approximately, after which there is a good chance for Sui to grow in price up to 90 cents. And as for the bullish scenario, I have a hypothesis that on the negative news, large players will increase their positions to profit greatly from the bull run. And in the initial stage, we need to closely monitor the price and analyze how it passes through resistance zones. If the asset easily consolidates above 50 cent zone, it will indicate that Sui is in an upward trend or in a strong pump. Therefore, the first thing I would do is secure part of the position. If the asset reaches $2, its market capitalization will increase by more than 10 times, significantly reducing its growth potential. So in my opinion, Sui token will most likely survive the bear market because it's a new project and there is absolutely no need to die. And my conservative targets for Sui, I'd say $4 or $5 mark. After that, a decision needs to be made whether to secure most of the profits or hold the position. And keep in mind, guys, that Sui is a young token and according to the developer's statements, it has promising prospects. Considering the funds intending to profit from this project, I can say that it has an excellent chance to prove itself and please investors. So that's it from my side, guys. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the Telegram channel, and see you in the next videos.